we get it. Still, man, don't test me. May Allah bless you guys all. So alhamdulillah, I mean, we got a lot of good people here from good countries. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, guys, bless you, Allah, I mean, and we hope Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make that kind of assembly and for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And نسأل الله عز وجل أن يجعل هذا التجمع تجمعا يعني إن شاء الله في خير وفي بركة. وأسأل الله عز وجل أن يجعل هذا المجلس يعمه وتحفه الملائكة بأمر الله تبارك وتعالى. A little bit Arabic for the people who want Arabic, and then back to the English. Alaikum assalam. So we get just new people here getting in. So, okay, can all the sessions be recorded? Don't worry about that. Hey, Jammer, don't worry about that. Everything is going to be recorded. If you need anything, a little copy or something, you're going to get back to it simply, inshallah. Don't worry about that. Don't worry. The support, inshallah, they're going to help you with all what you want. Yeah, the support, you can simply, when you go back to them, the customer support of the Tabarak Academy, they're going to help you with all what you need, inshallah. All right. Perfect. So, let's just have it started so I don't want to waste more of your time. So let's see. Bismillah, alhamdulillah, salatu wassalamu ala rasulillahi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Well, to be honest, I'm going to start. I don't want to talk more about myself. You know, I don't like talking about myself that much, you know, and the introductions and that, you know, but it's just going to be in a term of like قال اجعلني على خزائن الأرض, as it was basically prescribed in Surah Yusuf, as when the Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam, peace be upon him, when he was trying to be introducing himself to the king, to the Aziz, what did he say for the people they hafiz? He said, قال اجعلني على خزائن, just make me basically be a keeper, make me like a keeper, make me like a manager, an administrator, the one who's going to be managing all the gates of Egypt and then the storages and the reservoirs, because he's good at it, he's good at that. So that's going to be good for the sake of the country. So I want to like give a little introduction about me. It's going to be like in 2 slides, and then we're going to inshallah get to it. Let's go quickly for it. And if you have any other questions, if you have like any question about things like that, you know, we're definitely going to be happy with receiving all your questions, inshallah, by maybe the last 10 minutes of the class or something. So we won't be having interruptions. All right. So now I think all the chats, all the things in the chat totally responded. So let's start. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. A quick, you know, little brief thing about me, and I'm gonna try to also have a quick game I always like to do with my students, like try to be guessing where I'm from, because that's not easy, guys. By the way, all right, it's not easy to think where I'm from. But does anyone have any idea here? Hey, Shaida, do you have any idea? Ab Nabil, Jammer, do you have any idea where I'm from?
Egypt.
Are you sure? Like
yeah.
Fully Egypt, like my parents are Egyptian.
Yeah, I heard Amiya.
Amiya. Okay, I want to get a lot of guesses in that. So if you could help me in the chat, I mean, let's just make your answer be it's either basically, you know, where like is one of my parents like white or something, or is one of my parents, maybe both of my parents in there, but I was born in Egypt but I traveled. Maybe I traveled to Egypt and I was born in the US, or born in Canada, UK, Australia, and I went. So let me just see it. I like to make that brainstorming part at the very beginning. Egypt and America. Okay, thank you, Shaida. Egypt, UK. Oh, UK. Are you sure, man? Hey, that sounds a good better thing. Okay. Egypt and Canada. All right. Egypt, but born in Canada. Okay, and that's okay. Okay, is there any guessings? We have some people there not much active. Hey, I need more interactions, guys. Aisha, can you interact? All you guys, all interact will be perfect. Syria, okay. Zakisha said Egypt, Syria. Syria, okay. No idea. Algeria, okay. Do I look Algerian? Okay. maybe because of the clothes, because of the thobe. Okay, makes sense. Okay, may Allah bless you. Iraqi, maybe. Okay, Egypt. Some people here sticking to Egypt like I'm made in Egypt. All right. Anyway, you're gonna get this, and also later on we're gonna see inshallah about if you're right or wrong. So, anyways, first of all, guys, I want to say welcome. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as I said, make that simply be for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, make it really positive and interactive, but for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's satisfaction, and also make it be more beneficial, not wasting your time, inshallah. And so basically, Tabarak Academy is really, really happy having that assembly here with those noble brothers and sisters. May Allah bless you all. And with you, brother Islam, I don't want to like you say Sheikh. I mean, that's a little picture, a little picture. It's like kind of modest. What is that really the best in the professional? I have, right? That's my real background here, but you know, have my diverse background right just behind me. But this one is the real one. You know, it's my bookshelves there. You know, the books of Aqidah, the Quran, the fiqh. May Allah make it easy for us. So I don't want to like go over more introductions. And okay, I mean, fortunately, he didn't mention here the country. Fortunately, he didn't mention where I'm born here. So the support when they gather information didn't actually go more. So subhanAllah, it's the dedication, alhamdulillah, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make it easy. So alhamdulillah, I mean, actually I'm born in Egypt and I'm from Egypt and I'm made in Egypt. And alhamdulillah, I mean, I have been alhamdulillah, I'm imam already at a masjid, the masjid that I'm living nearby, and I'm imam, alhamdulillah. I'm also being there for 5 years. I could say mostly 5 years teaching basically Quran, Islamic studies, and Arabic. For non-Arabic speakers, you know, I have a lot of students that come from different countries, from Urdu, from Pakistan, from India, from Canada, Australia, US, and some other places as well. We were not really, you know, like Puerto Rico. It's a really remote island in America. You know, close to Spain. Alhamdulillah, I mean, I don't want to talk about my fluency in English, but I mean, that's something I like to be playing games with. It's a choice, and it's a gift of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Alhamdulillah, I have 3 ijazahs of the Quran. I have ijazah for Hafs and Asim, Shu'ba and Asim, and Warsh and Nafi. Alhamdulillah, I mean, memorize the Quran. And alhamdulillah, I have multiple ijazahs of hadith, of ulum al-shari'ah, Islamic, a lot of, alhamdulillah, I mean, Islamic studies, branches like fiqh and aqidah and hadith. Alhamdulillah, may Allah make it easy. We're still student of knowledge, you know. You're still talib ilm, no matter where you go. You're still talib ilm. So that's like a little thing, and I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us among the people they're gonna be said and stated in the day of judgment. Iqra wartaqi warattil. And that's the main concept, guys. We got you here, inshallah. I mean, that we all gathering and learning how to recite the Quran properly and have no difficulty, inshallah. As the Prophet said, فَإِنَّ مَنْزِلَتَكَ عِنْدَ آخِرِ آيَةٍ تَقْرَأُهَا. Your stature will be in the last verse. Like meaning in the heaven, in the Jannah, inshallah. I mean, it's your stature in the last ayah you recited. SubhanAllah, may Allah make it easy actually for us. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make the journey of the Quran is perfect. Allahumma ameen. So, I mean, I want to give also, since we're sharing things, a quick, simple, you know, video, inshallah, is going to summarize a lot. And then we're going to have our main buddy of our class, inshallah. All right. And if there's any like short questions or something, I could receive them before we start, inshallah. So let's just have a quick enjoy watching this. Let's see, Bismillah.
Who we are. We are fresh and one of its kind institutes that teaches Quranic, Arabic, and Islamic studies in a friendly environment. We hold small and one-on-one online groups to effectively help you and your kid to get understand Quran meaningfully and deeply. What are our courses? We offer 6 courses. Those are 1. Online Quran and Arabic Classes Foundations. 2. Online Quran Memorization Course. 3. Recitation of Quran with Tajweed Course. 4. Online Ijazah Course. 5. Modern Standard Arabic Online Course, Fusha. 6. Islamic Studies Course Online. How does it work? You can easily get started by following 3 simple steps. Step 1. Get enrolled. Select a suitable course for you and get registered for free. Yes, 0 registration charges. Step 2. Attend a free trial session. Attend a free trial session with your chosen Quran and Arabic online tutor. Step 3. Get started. When you like the teaching methods and tutors, you will get a personalized Ask Classes schedule per your local time. Why should you choose us? Here are some of our qualities you won't find anywhere else. Professional and Azhar certificated native Arabic teachers. Weekly reports of students' progress. Classes recording. Best teaching methods with the supervision of the progress of each student. Regular parent-teacher meetings to inform parents of their child's progress. What are you waiting for? Join with us now.
So guys, without much said, you know, it's alhamdulillah Rabbi, I mean, we're blessed. See two such born in Egypt. Jazakallah ya Nabil. May Allah bless you. So alhamdulillah Rabbi, guys, you just see here, alhamdulillah, in the academy, we're providing a lot of assistance and help for everyone, basically, just to make sure that alhamdulillah Rabbi, I mean, we're helping lots of folks. improving their knowledge in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and their Islamic knowledge and be able to, get in the blessings of that deen, I mean, you know how important it is actually to be grateful for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you're born Muslim, and to really try to be avoiding yourself from being taking this for granted, So that's why learning and ilm, talab al-ilm, and learning, it's something really essential, and you could say it's a mandatory in some other conditions and cases. So what I'm trying to say is, I wanted to make sure that everyone is like renewing your intentions. So even here, the people that are with us, inshallah, if they're beginners or just intermediate, or they're already advanced, or something is like want to be like getting in a bit of it, make sure to renew your intention, whoever you are, whatever the level you are. It's important, really important to understand that. As the Prophet ﷺ said, "Innamal a'malu binniyat." Verily or indeed, that these are basically al-a'malu binniyat. These are with intentions. Subhanallah. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward us for basically our intentions and deeds. Allahumma ameen. Make it easy for all of us. Allahumma. So that's the first thing I want to start. So as you already know here through the course and announcements, inshallah, that we're going to start with, I'm going to talk about Tajweed, basically. Try to be improving ourselves in the Tajweed. Now, so we want to know what the Tajweed is right now. Quickly, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. A lot of people heard about that, right? A lot of you guys heard about the Tajweed. Is that correct? So I want to have a quick question here before going to the other slides. I don't want anyone to be cheating here, looking at there, I don't want anyone to be cheating looking there. I'm going to try to randomly ask, if you don't mind. If you don't mind me asking. I want to what do you know about Tajweed? Who has much courage to talk a bit, for a minute or something to tell us?
Elena.
I'm sorry, sister?
Oh, okay. I didn't realize. I thought you forgot.
So you want me to talk about Tajweed now? I mean, I want you, if you tell me anything about what do you know about Tajweed? Huh.
Is it the rule? Is it
is what? Sorry, Muhammad?
Is it like the rules and regulations of reading the Quran?
Yeah, that's what I want to say.
I'd more vaguely define it as the Islamic study of Quranic recitation. So not just the rules, but also how to beautify it, or how to expand on it, or sort of how to use the meaning to better your recitation, stuff like that. And,
MashaAllah, perfect. Carry on. Yeah, I'm happy. Carry on, sir.
Yeah, I believe it is more to do with properly reciting Quran, in the alphabets, using the makharij properly.
Exactly, perfect. And I could see here Selena, she's saying something really good as well. She said the rules to the pronunciation of the letter and recitation of the Quran, and a way to have it is a standardized recitation of the Quran. That's perfect. And it's also the harmony of the Quran. It's literally, what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wanted from the revelation of the Quran to the Prophet's heart. Yeah, so the revelation, the perfect way for expressing the recitation or the revelation of the Quran that was already landed at the Prophet's heart. So you read it exactly as the same Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent it down. Barakallah for everyone here. So Zakesh is also recite with proper makharij and sifat, and to beautify the recitation as per sunnah. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. You guys are knowledgeable. I think you gotta take that class, not me. I think you gotta be teaching here, not me. I'm gonna be may Allah bless you. Allah, I'm happy with the amazing horizons you already have. Barakallah fiqh. So exactly, yeah. So Tajweed basically. So now we're gonna talk, as I said here, ask yourself, if you want to, basically, as you know, it's a set of rules. I'm ready to this. If you truly want to recite the Quran as it was revealed to the Prophet from the angel Jibril, directly from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then will we not make the utmost effort to learn and use all the rules of Tajweed? It's so important to notice. A lot of students, they always like to dream and, to be dreaming, of themselves, reading the Quran properly and stuff like that. And he's only putting himself in a certain zone. He doesn't want to improve. And that's because of the lack of Tajweed. Some people don't know that. It's well, my sheikh told me to do it like that. Well, and the Qaida said that. The Qaida said that. The Qaida said that. Well, what about the Tajweed? What about the real Tajweed? Well, when you learn in the proper Tajweed. And the word Tajweed, as you already know, mashallah, you're all knowledgeable here. Tajweed means tahseen in Arabic, right? Improving, beautifying. So that is the real thing. And some other students, whenever you tell them what Tajweed is oh man, no, I don't like, it's all complicated. However, it's making it more beautiful. The more you get closer to Tajweed, the easier the Quran is. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. So here, as I just said, here Tajweed is a set of rules that helps us basically to be already pronounce every letter of the Quran correctly. It teaches the unique way, each sound should be formed, just like learning an accent of language, and that's important. I mean, with high respect to the students from Pakistan and those kind of countries, they read in the Quran perfectly great, but sometimes the person who taught him, he can't be really mixing or balancing between the accent is in Urdu already, like the accent of Urdu. So, for example, since I've been for a lot of years with Urdu people, and I'm really kind of like so really obsessed with the language, well, how they're makharid, the way they're making the letters, like like a lot of sounds coming from the throat, and sometimes the letter hamza, it's so hard for them. It's so hard for them. The hamza, and it's like because he turns it to as ah. Oh, what's that coming from? Where? From the Tajweed, basically, for this much understanding. So that's why we have to, come over this inshallah in our courses. So he said Tajweed is essential because it keeps the recitation of the Quran accurate and respectful. So when you look here, when you go to any committee, any national, competition, you're gonna find the people there in the committee. They're already judging the people's recitation depending on how much that student is close to the Tajweed rules. Well, if that student is like reading Quran like normally, like as if he's like reading a newspaper, well, he's out of the competition. But the one who already, he's deeply into Tajweed, and I can see that, and that's important, the practical part of Tajweed. So here that tells you that they have two scenarios already, guys. There are some students already, they stick too much basically to the the theoretical understanding, the theoretical Tajweed, and they totally get away from basically the practical. This is also so important to understand. So the definition, as I said here, and all those things tell you that Tajweed is essential, mandatory, and it helps you to be beautifying your reading really right. And that's what the slide says here. It's essential because it keeps the recitation of the Quran accurate and respectful by following Tajweed. We'll avoid mistakes that could change the meaning of the words. It also adds beauty to recitation. Obviously, that's something. I mean, try to compare between both the recitations. Someone is like, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. He's taking care of the rules. He's taking care of the letters. They're properly recited. On the other hand, people, they're reciting that they don't really much care. So really important. What do you think? Tajweed, again, I'm stressing on importance. However, I know you all, mashallah, with high respect to all you know how important it is, but I'm adding to it just to confirm. Say, for example, the word qalb means heart. If instead of qaf, kaf is read and the meaning changes to dong. Look how important it is. I remember one of my students. He was like, she was a little girl. She's called Sufia. She was reciting the Quran, and in Surah Al-Qari'ah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Surah Al-Qari'ah was talking first about the people with ثقلت موازين, the people their records are heavy, their scales are heavy, and she said فأما من ثقلت موازينه فهو في عيشة راضية, with a dal, راضية, daya. However, Allah said ra. Who can complete that? فهو في عيشة what? Who the people they memorize? Who can tell? فهو في عيشة. What did Allah say correctly?
راضية.
راضية. May Allah bless you. Exactly. فهو في عيشة راضية. ضاد. But she said راضية, which is actually the opposite meaning. Subhanallah. راضية comes from the radi. Rada'a. Bad. So Allah guaranteed bad life for the people their scales are heavy? Does that make sense? So subhanAllah, Tajweed also, to add to what the slide is saying, Tajweed protects the stature of the Quran. Tajweed preserves the nobility, the honor of the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So sometimes, and that's why some scholars think they believe it's mandatory. Learning Tajweed is a fard ayn. It's obligatory. So here said in the example of heart, it turned from heart to tongue. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. Just one letter turned to making it on a different planet. So it's actually getting really important. And here, so the definition of Tajweed now, I have talked a lot. Tajweed means to articulate. Each letter, and that's the thing, and that's our mastery, inshallah, Rabbil Alameen, in the course here, and especially in the first episode. You know, it says here, oh, yeah, so basically here, it says the definition, every letter, or to articulate each letter from its articulation point, which is makhraj. And that is the problem. The problem is, why is it a problem? Someone is like, he knows that letter, yeah, I know how do you read it? I know, I just make this out, but he doesn't put his tongue in the right articulate, in the right makhraj. So it said to give the letter its rights and dues. So the letter has a right. So when you, for example, say فهو في عيشة راضية, and in your mind you think it's dot, well, you didn't give the rights, and you're not just person. You're not just. you don't have adl there. Take care. So the letters also have rights and dues, and that's what the also Tajweed takes care of. Well, 9 here. Rights. What is the rights? What are the rights? It says the characteristics of the letter that never leave it. الصفات, you know, حقوق الحق الحرف. حق الحرف. سبحان الصفات التي تخص الحرف. الصفات الذاتية. The letters cannot be the letter. Like, for example, meme won't be meme without غنة. Jim won't be Jim without the qalqala. You can't just flee away from there. Dal won't be dal without the qalqala in it. Ta won't be ta without the hams, the whispering thing in it. Oh, subhanallah. That's in the vocal system. That is in the voice system already of the recitation of the letters. You need to understand that a lot. Too much, you need to understand this. Those are the rights of the letters. What about the dues? The al-wajibat, the characteristics of the letter that sometimes leave it. Like, for example, the rules of idgham, iqlab, like sometimes it's moving, sometimes like you stress on this one, and like, you know, like in some circumstances it changes from here to there. All this also our definition related to the dues, you know, haqq al-harf wa mustahaq al-harf, as I said in the books of Tajweed for people they already read this. So alhamdulillah, guys, is that clear for you now, please? To talk about the rights and the dues of the is that clear, Shami, Muhammad, Hi, Isnad, Nabil?
Yes.
Perfectly
Yes,
clear,
yes.
guys. For anyone who's not clear, just make sure to raise your hand. No hesitation at all. Please. Never mind, it's been answered. Thank you. All right. May Allah bless you all. Alhamdulillah. Jazakallah khairan nadia. May Allah bless you. All right. After getting the rules, you know, the benefits, the rights, dues, what are the fruit of this? As I just said, the preservation point. It preserves the tongue from the mistakes in the pronunciation of the glorious Quran. SubhanAllah. See where it says the glorious Quran, because the word we need all really whenever, and that's something kind of like it's logic and psychological with your students. If we here have teachers basically attending the class, I'm happy, no worries. But we need to all understand that when you're conveying that to the student, make sure, tell them like, hey, it's the word of God. So it's not just, I'm going to give you a little restriction on your reading. Never think that. You need to think this is what Allah said. I mean, if you're holding a letter, you know, a letter basically, and that letter is already presented, or it's already, you know, signed from the United States, the President of the United States. So whenever someone is like reading the letter, he's like, he makes sure he practiced on the letter. If someone is like, a reporter is standing on the pulpit and he's saying it, he needs to make sure every word is exactly what the president is happy and satisfied to be said. Or else it will be like, why did he put words into his mouth? Yeah. SubhanAllah. So imagine that's how we do with the human beings, and they're human beings. They're human beings. You can't be like giving rumors. You know, talking to the country like, hey, something happened. If it's not double checked, we'll be in trouble. So why do we find it really? And that's something you have to be, you know, arising with your students. Make sure Allah to tell them this: the Quran is the words of God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Never before you mistake, that will give a power on you to correct yourself automatically, even without your teacher is there. Because I mean, what do you think of a 30 minutes class between you and the student? 40 minutes class. Okay, it's a 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Well, what about the other minutes of the day? He's alone. So if he doesn't have that much understanding, he will be just maybe satisfying you in this class to say correctly. But between himself, he's not convinced. You know, he's still like, you know what, I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best, ya Sheikh. I'm trying to like, no, that's not your best. Nah. So that's important. And that's something I want to say here to just continue finish it with the first line. The rules and the ruling of Tajweed. أحكام التجويد, as the scholars basically split it into أحكام النظرية وأحكام التطبيق العملي. The practical application of Tajweed, which is important. The theoretical one, it is important. It's like as the reference. It's like, well, before I correct you, I have to already have a theory. I have to have knowledge, and that's what they said rule Tajweed does. Well, and that's why here it says the mistakes in the reciting can be obvious. Like someone, Alhamdulillah Rabbul Alameen. Oh, how disastrous that was. So do you think that, yeah, Shami, is that obvious or hidden mistake? What do you think? Alhamdulillah. Do you think that? What do you think of this, sir? Is that an obvious lahnun jali or lahnun khafi? What do you think? Let me see here in the chat. Well, obviously obvious. Is that, yeah, please never forget you're mute. Take care. All right. So if I let me try another example, and I need another one saying, like another unactive people. If I said, وقالت النصارى المسيح قالت النصارى المسيح ابن الله. That's what the ayah says in Surah At-Tawbah. Is it correct to say وقالت النصارى المسيح ابن الله? Is that correct? Is that obvious or a hidden mistake?
So obvious mistake.
Obvious. أحسنت يا نبيل بارك الله فيك. Obvious. It changed the entire meaning, and that's why some scholars don't be afraid and don't be scared when they say it's haram. Because you change the entire, because the language of the Quran, Arabic, it's so rich language. So rich. It has a lot of roots. There's no comparison between Egypt and English. There is no comparison between Egypt and English and Arabic. No comparison. A lot of roots, man. Rich vocabularies. Changing a letter, changing a sign. Changing a sign from fatha to kasra gives it another different meaning. Subhanallah al-Azim. And even one word can give you multiple meanings. The word ayn, for example, ayn means the naked eye. It means a spring, the fountain of water. It means a spot. It means the gold. Come on, man. What kind of language is that? What kind of language is this? So you need to, before learning this, you have to be already well prepared psychologically, in your spirit, in your soul. Getting into a language, it's the language of God, the language of the people in the Jannah, the language of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chose to be the superior language to be expressing His words, subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that's also something else. Some students could be asking, like, why did Allah make it in Arabic? Well, I'm going to ask another question. Why didn't Allah make it in English? Why didn't Allah make it in Spanish? It's the same exact point. So you're just talking about it because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wanted to be all united in one thing. And also Arabic, as I said, it has more characteristics and more advantages than other languages. So hard, man. Like it's so hard to really to be abandoned and forgetting this. So that was the first presentation. I wanted to say, like, just a quick, give and take about this. And as I said here, guys, as I said here, the mistakes of the recitation, it says Aisha radiallahu anha said, the Prophet Muhammad said, one who is proficient in recitation of the Quran, مع السفرة الكرام براء الذي يقرأ القرآن وهو ماهر به ماهر بالقرآن. That's why you find a lot of academies called Al-Mahir Academy, Al-Mahir of the Quran. So what does that Al-Mahir mean? It's like someone is clever, someone is skillful in this. And obedient angels, and subhanAllah, he will be with the honorable angels, the people that never disobeyed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And who recites the Quran and he finds it difficult to recite, but he's doing his best. That's the thing. He's taking efforts. He's doing his best to recite in the best way possible. Will have a double reward. Double reward. But obviously, double reward is not the same as the reward of the Mahir. Never think that. The double reward that the person he's reading the Quran, he's not even close to the Mahir. He's not even close to it. But he still has double rewards. Allah is reassuring his heart, subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because he's working hard. And he deserves it. But he's still not, it's not equal to him. So alhamdulillah, that was the first The first thing, alhamdulillah, I mean, we have here preparing for the makharij. You guys a lot of videos right here. Those are my personal things here. Sheikh Ayman Swaydan, Sheikh Ayman Swayid, Hafidhullah Ta'ala, is one of the famous scholars about the makharij and teaching the Quran. So that was the first thing. Just give a minute, just a minute break, guys. Like just let's have a quick relax and ease. You have any questions? Oh, mashallah, we have good people, mashallah, over there. Barakallah fi. So now I can't really mention all the names. So Dua, Jamr, Maya, Sarah, Salina, all you guys all perfect, alhamdulillah. Everything is clear. Do you have any questions? Quick questions. If they're like long questions, let it be the last 10 minutes. All perfect. Can you guys make like a thumbs up, please? I like thumbs up a lot. It just gives me more, gives me more to be. I really get happy a lot when I see this. Alhamdulillah, I'm flooded. Oh, they're flooding me now. MashaAllah. I can't thank enough. Barakallah. Thank you all. May Allah bless you guys. Allah. So the people they didn't make thumb up, that means they don't understand. I got you. Taha. I got you. You didn't make thumb up. That means they didn't understand me, right? Aisha Nasr, you didn't understand me, right? Nadia, you guys didn't make thumb up. Barakallah fiqh. Barakallah fiqh. Jazakumullah khairan. Thank you all. I know some people, they're kind of like shy to say. Barakallah fiqh. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. So let's now move to the mastery of the stuff. Alhamdulillah. We're going to talk now about the letters and the makharij, and how, inshallah Rabbil Alameen, to master the thing, because it's the masterpiece, to say it, to be honest, to see the truth. It's the masterpiece. It's the thing. That is the thing. Whenever, like, you don't know how much happy as a teacher, you don't know how much happy as a listener when you find someone who's like reading the Quran, and he's like reading the Quran, and his recitation is so smooth, subhanallah, and the ears of the attendants or the audience. What does makharij mean? We're gonna check it out. Let's get started, the Nabi. Bismillah. All right, good questions. I'm gonna start right now, right away. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. مخارج الحروف العربية. Do you mind me just take a sip of water, please? Who's here from the UK? I like everyone. I have a student from the UK. I like joking with this. Who is from the UK? Who's here from the UK? Can you give me a glass of water, please? I like the imitation of this. Can you give me a glass of water, please, Abdullah? Can you give me a cup of water? Water or water? They're both the same, right? I don't know. We got a lot of UK there, mashallah. Well, bless you guys. Either from Chelsea, Liverpool, London, Walsall. So, okay, mate. Okay. Sorry, bismillah. مخارج الحروف العربية. Articulation point of the Arabic letters. So the makharij, for the one who's asking, it means the articulation point, which the point where the letter comes out of. It could be by joining, like you're joining two things together, then the letter just comes out. It could be by one thing, the letter comes out. We call this makharaj. So the person, he didn't master the makharij, that means he didn't master where exactly the articulation, the point where the letter comes out of this. Well, he mistake. He went to up, maybe up or down. Maybe he didn't have a good hitting in the letter. Maybe he didn't actually get close to it. Maybe he tried in a different wrong way. Maybe he did something with his throat. Yeah, a lot of scenarios. But makharij, that's what the makharij. So it says here, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Second one, important general definitions. Articulation point makharij, as the one ask, is the place of emitting the letter when pronouncing it. The place of emitting the letter, the place where the letter, as I said, comes out. That's called makharij. So that's what they call makharij, inshallah. And that's something it's considered. Second thing, it says the letter itself. Well, the letter, al-harf. Well, al-harf won't be harf. The letter won't be a letter without its sound. And that's why on your way learning the Quran, like inshallah, and that's why you're going to be guys happy and finding that kind of exact system in Tabarak Academy, inshallah. Like they're going everything in detail and make sure that you learn the proper way, inshallah. I mean, the thing, so the letter, it's the sound. The letter won't be as a letter without its sound. And that's why when you learn alif, ba, ta, tha, jim, ha, kha, right? When you learn that, so, well, you have to go for the next step. You have to tell him, well, we're going to talk about fatha, kasra, dhamma, the short vowels, because you can't just stop here. The letter is like something, it's like a robotic. It's like, I'm sorry, sir. Someone's talking. Are you talking to me, sir? Mr. Amath Thiam. Are you talking to me, sir?
Oh, sorry. I didn't
No,
realize
no.
I was in a.
No worries, no worries. It's okay. So a sound that relies on a specific or approximate articulation point. So here it says, and that's what the letter is. It's a sound. Well, there are two different types of the articulation points for the makharij. We have makharij, muhaqqaqa, specific articulation point. The letter comes from there specifically, particularly and muqaddara, approximate articulation point. So the first type, which relies on a specific place of three areas: throat, tongue, or the two lips. Approximate, the specific place of the three areas, basically throat, tongue, or that two lips. They're the same thing. It's the same thing. Obviously, they're not like that. Because our main thing is that specific articulation, the makharij al-muhaqqaqa, and that is basically the most important thing we're going to take care of. Makharij al-muhaqqaqa, and actually the tongue, for example, to say the truth, al-makharij al-muhaqqaqa, it is the makharij that mostly the people have problems and complaining from. Really, they all almost have problems with this. And that's why here the scholars, most of the scholars say they have 17 makhraj. 17 makhraj. However, we have 29 letters. We have 29 letters in Arabic, So those letters we're going to be checking out together. They have 17 makharaj, and articulation points are really important and so needed that you imagine. So inshallah right now, guys, before we talk about the five major areas of makharij, like the khayshum, wal lips, wal nasal cavity, wal oral cavity, wal throat, all the things we're going to inshallah talk about. But let's just firstly review the letters in Arabic. With high respect to everyone, I know, guys, you're all the best, but I want to check on the letters. So I might try something with you guys. Like I might try some of you read some letters or something, But you're so much, mashallah. We have 30 ones here in the group. Okay. Anyways, first of all, how many letters in Arabic? How many letters in Arabic? I think I said it quite shortly.
28.
28. Okay. 28.
But with Hamza, it's 29.
Jazakallahu khayran. Sister, mashallah, Sister Isnad. She's great. Exactly. She said 28 plus Hamza. Well, then equals 29. Exactly. We have 29 letters in Arabic. And that's something you make it easy. It's like whenever you're talking to with a student. So the 26th is in English. Mostly when you speak with a student from those kind of like countries, the foreign countries, tell them like, hey, if you put this upside down, what would happen? He's like, well, it will turn 9. Yay! Those are the letters in Arabic. So that's basically what we do with the kids, alhamdulillah. So حروف الهجاء, or the letters of Arabic, the first one is alif. Alif, that's how it's not alif. With high respect to everyone, never think I'm disrespecting anyone's accent here. I'm telling you, out of my experience, I've seen so many students. I've seen so many races and cultures and people accent. I'm not disrespecting, not mocking them, but I'm telling you to avoid it. All right? Never get me wrong, please. So when I say something wrong, never think I'm like disrespecting the country or the people in the country. Never think that's something really important noted. All right. Alif, not alif. Not alif. It's alif. Relax. Alif. Second is Hamza. Exactly. MashaAllah. Jazakallahu khairan. Hamza. Not Hamza. Some people think it's Hamza. No, Hamza, it's a different, is a name of a companion, is a name of people. Hamza, not Hamza, Hamza. And not Hamza. Hamza. It's a letter called Hamza. That's the name of the letter. So we have Alif, Hamza. Ba, not Ba, not Ba, not Ba. All what I'm saying right now, they are experience from students I know. And I had them already from the very beginning. And alhamdulillah, they changed right now. So not Ba, not Ba, not Bo, not Ba, not Ba. It's Ba, Ba. Exactly, Jazakallah. Ta. As you can hear, those are letters, mashallah, they have the same exact family, and that's a good really thing here. Look, they put in the same family. So you have be, de, and then you have the, and see here, I'm giving you an introduction to what the makharij now is. Look what I've done here. That is because of the study of the makharij. That's the reason I did this. I'm getting close. Sorry, excuse me, guys. I'm getting close to the camera right there. All right, just here. See, yeah. It's like you're saying three, thrice. You know, thin. You're so thin. Like So that comes from the makharij study. If someone doesn't care of makharij, they're gonna be like sa. Wrong. No. Because you went to a different sound, different meaning. You already know. I give you two examples. I think I give you two examples of في هو في عيشة الراضي and the word like the qalb and the kalb. It's really okay. So and then Jim, we're gonna talk inshallah like more deeply in this. I just wanted to exhibit the letters with the right pronunciation inshallah. And then ha. We're gonna talk about the throat inshallah. Ha, perfect. So the ha, not ha. Not ha, not ha, not ha, not ha. Those are also our experience. And then this so is so easy for the German students, you know. So they like doch, ish, you know. So easy for the German students to say this. Ha. So jim, ha, kha. As you can see here, there are some letters are some full mouth and deep, and sometimes are light. All that all gonna be checking out inshallah in the course. Del. See also makharij here helps here. Not dal with high respect to the people from Pakistan. Not dal, and they're not all the same. Not dal, because the dal it's a food. It's a food. You guys know you know better than me in there, right, Ya Nabil? You really know better. So what is the dal, Ya Nabil?
The which letter? The dal.
No, what? No, I'm asking about the food now. You know what the dal is?
Oh, dal. Oh, yeah. And
see,
we have a meme where like dal is commonly eaten with rice, and
exactly.
they do like a qaida lesson, and they say what comes after dal, and the kid says rice.
Dal is the most famous dish in one of the most famous ones in Pakistan, is that? All right, and we have dal. See, the kharij helps here, dal, and you have raw. Oh, exactly. Not ra. Here as well. I'm glad more than you think for the people. They're interactive and they're trying their best. Barakallahu fi. That is the person that he's the Prophet mentioned in the hadith. The person he was seeking his vast learning. He's helping himself day and night. His main focus to be basically with the people of angel, the people with barakah, the people with piety and taqwa. Work hard for it. Ra, then zay, za. Some students do that. Again, then seen. Like I've seen someone yesterday. Seen, easy one. And then sheen. Like sheep, but you're gonna go for n at the end. Sheen. Over, it's not a best actual way to help or just to teach people language to go to find like a mid language in the middle. Now, sometimes it's not a best. Sometimes and that's why I don't agree with the student there. Like this teacher, they're like there's like he's an elephant and he posts like this. He's like Alif. No, never do that. Never do that. Never do that. Never do that. Never. And also a piece of advice for whoever is taking material from Facebook or Google. Don't download pictures like that. Never. They're not going to help you, please. Because you're going to be a prisoner. You're going to be a prisoner for the language that he transformed. If he's Alif and he put it like ALIF, Alif, you're going to be like Alif. No. Because it doesn't sound Alif in English. It sounds Arabic. Alif. So go to the native. Yeah. Sad. And that's why it's so famous to find the people their name Saad in Pakistan. My name is Saad. He's like, my name is Saad. Like in Arabic, we say his name is Saad. So bod, Dod, the language,
Dod.
the language of Dod, because this is only the letter. You won't find any language has this letter there. Dod, so specific for Arabic. So specific for Arabic. Ba, ba deeper. Ba. Then again back. La. And you can see here, I think for the people that are smart, how many times I came closer to the camera and I made this shape? How many times? I made how many times? I want to say the number. How many times have I come closer and I've showed the same exact thingy here of my tip of tongue? How many times?
Three times.
Twice.
Oh, God.
Twice.
Does that,
Three times.
mashallah, good job. Mashallah. 3 times. Mashallah. 3 exactly. Barakallah fika. Mashallah, ya Aisha and Zakiya. And those letters are basically, they have one makhraj. There you go. There you go. Thal, tha. They have one makhraj. One articulation point. There you go. There you go. Now it's getting clear for you to understand what makhraj is now. And then ayn, throat thingy here. Ghayn.
مخرج.
Amazing. And then fa, qaf. All those coming inshallah. Kaf. Nah, some people say they mix between this and this.
Yeah.
Lam.
قاف.
I'm sorry, say it again, Sister Shaira again.
Oh, Qaf.
Yeah, this one. And then the next one is?
Qaf.
Kaf.
Kaf.
There. Try it again.
Kaf.
Perfect. And try this one again.
Qaf.
You're the best. Thank you. All right. Then lam.
Wait, Sheikh. How do you
Naam.
say calf again?
Sure, sir. Kaf.
Kaf.
Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you.
try to be like winding a little bit, make a bit smile, a bit helping you. Kaf.
Calf.
Kaf.
Got it, man. All right. Then meme,
Fa.
noon, ha, and that's one of the throat letters. It's like you're saying the hamburger. Happily, I'm happy today. Ha, so much air. Ha, yes. And then well, and not wow. Some students say,
Wow.
and then at the end, yeah,
Wow.
finally we reached to the 20. Arabic is so good, as you can see, mashallah. And it's really, really important. And that's why I wanted to start with this, because it's the found. Sorry, sister. Sorry, brother. Sister Jamila, you talking to me? You talking to me, Sister Jamila? All right. All right. She maybe I'm mistaken. All right. So guys, I wanted to start with this. I want to start with this, guys, mashallah, because it's the foundation. And you can't basically building a building. You can't build a building without putting strong foundations. Without putting strong. You know, you can't basically a great building and fragile pillars. You can't do that. It will be, I mean, if you have any engineers over there, does we have any engineers here? Do we have any engineers here? An engineer? Any civil engineer or any architecture? Here. Architect. Hey, is there anyone engineer here? We don't have, unfortunately. Yes, civil engineering. Mashallah, perfect. So you better say that now. You can better explain that better than me. How important to put the pillar, you know, and make sure everything gets, you know, gets strong, inshallah, so that your building, whatever the project you're working on, becomes strong. So guys, alhamdulillah, I mean that's in 100%. Jazakallah khairan, ya. He's supporting. Jazakallah khairan. So alhamdulillah, I mean that's the first. It's like an introduction to our course. I hope you got excited. Alhamdulillah, I mean, yeah, make sure strong foundations. Jazakallah Muhammad. Yeah, I hope you got all excited for. Not excited for me. We're not excited for Tabarak Academy as an academy itself. You get excited for the content, for how important the topic is. Isnad and Yahya, Aisha, everyone. Jazakumullah khairan. Everyone, you're all interacting and you're all mashallah participating here. I can't thank you enough. Mashallah, mashallah, barakallah fikum. So that the glorious Quran, guys, it's so important to really understand in this. Alhamdulillah, I mean, in Tabarak Academy, as we mentioned before, alhamdulillah, the teachers are making sure, inshallah, I mean, that you get this easily, alhamdulillah, and helping you to achieve your goal. So now it's time for questions. Jazakallah khairan ya Asnad. Jazakumullahu khairan. Barakallahu fikum. Thank you all. We're here to help you guys. Jazakallahu khairan. So, do you have any questions? Yeah. Any, it could be long. I have still 7 minutes for you. Do you have any questions? Okay. Do you have any, I could go for personal questions if you want. If you want to ask me, I don't mind personal questions.
Yes. How long did it take for you to learn English?
I expected that question, ya Taha. Okay. Okay. To be honest, okay, great. To be honest, it took like, you mean memorization, like full memorization, alhamdulillah, right?
Yeah.
For me, it took a year actually. It took a year, alhamdulillah. It took full 1 year. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. And I could mention to you later how the journey was. And I mean, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless our journey and your journey as Allahumma ameen. And you have to be really, really, you have to strive for it. You have to strive for it. No matter how many, responsibilities, no matter how many basically hardships, so we don't have still the Quran is a sign that you can't be ignoring. Still, that is the part of life that you can't be really abandoning. It still can't be, that's where you're getting the tranquility from. That's where the tranquility comes from. That's where the calmness comes from. That's where the angels get surrounded you by. That's your place. That is the place that you can't really be selling for anything else. Yeah, subhanAllah, yeah, let the entire dunya just go upside down. My time with the Quran doesn't change. My time with the Quran doesn't know games and no joking. Well, and that's why sometimes I complain. A lot of students are like, "Oh, I'm sorry, teacher. We have relatives. Relatives are coming over." Well, welcome to your welcome to your relatives. With high greet and high respect to your relatives. Never forget your Quran time. And I'm not talking about my class. I'm talking about the time of the Quran that you spent, that you freed, that you gave. Don't play with it. Because the Quran reward, let me just take a golden advice here, a golden piece of advice. The time that you're basically given for the Quran now, you might not actually, harvesting the fruit of it right now. It's a long-term investment. You're gonna find that it really worth it. It's really worth it at the end of the journey. So we all have to understand that, guys. Wallahi, if we understand that after this class,
You're recording it.
Sorry, sister.
Sorry, brother. I was speaking.
No problem. No worries. Okay. So if we're totally charged faithfully, about that, we're going, inshallah, after this meeting, you're gonna be like, I hope people are gonna be like, they're gonna be like, they're gonna be attacking Google and go to YouTube, learning and trying to find, basically like the best teachers for them and help them, alhamdulillah, and to be learning, just Tajweed and be able to, and then die as you're doing this. So no matter what, if you're old or not, if you're old or not, never think basically, that you're like, I'm old, I can't, like, it's been a long time. I wasted a lot of time. Like, I had a lot of business. If you're over 30, if you're over 50, if you're over 60, die while you're doing your journey. It's to die while you're striving better than die when you're away from there. Way better. Yeah, way better. Because if your time came, well, at least alhamdulillah, my time came while I was trying my best. I'm better than people if you're just waiting for it. How difficult is it to do hifz as an adult? More recently, I've become very fascinated by Quran and way to have a strong understanding on tafsir, but I haven't spent most of my life disconnected from the Quran.
Yeah.
You feel like I'm starting on square one. Okay, Nabil. Well, you need to be really having the balance between your time and like your daily lifetime and the Quran time. So you won't be like having too many expectations, like, oh, I want to do this, and then when you find the time spent, the time that free you have in your day, it's like so little, then it'll be like, start again, start from the scratch, just go back in. So guys, it's really, really important to understand like the timing. The time is really, really, that's why the Prophet said, two blessings that the Prophet mentioned, two blessings people really, they don't really regard much. الصحة والفراغ, the health and the free time. So if the free time that you really have, work for, and for the student, for Nabil, so he's asking the question, you have to be balancing, you have to be realistic with yourself. And to be memorizing 2 ayahs per day in continuity, way better than like you get like enthusiasm, like I will finish this surah inshallah today, tomorrow. This is to memorizing 2 ayahs, for example, with continuity, with so well built program for you, way better inshallah, I mean, for your time, better for your target. Please, guys, don't forget to confirm your attendance. Fill in the sheet, and fill in the admin is trying to be like reminding you of this. Don't forget to confirm your attendance, inshallah. And wish you all the best. And I was really happy meeting you today. So alhamdulillah, I was with basically Sheikh Islam, your brother. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you. And I'm happy with your questions. I was really happy, participating and engaging in that course and enjoying that first session. I hope you found it really easy. Hope you found it not hard. I hope you found it, inshallah. It's interesting. It is what it is, guys. Just work for it. Just work for it. Just work for it. The reward of it, it's it's unmatched. Jazakumullah khair, inshallah. See you next time. See you inshallah by next week. Please never forget again to confirm your attendance and fill in the sheets. You have any questions? All good? So far so good. Jazakallah ya Asnad. Jazakallah. Inshallah, see you next time.
Jazakallah was really good.
Thank you, Sheikh.
Assalamu
وعليكم السلام ورحمة. جزاك الله يا نادية for your amazing دعاء. جزاك الله خيرا. شكرا 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 شكرا. في أمان الله يا أستاذ إسناد. بارك الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Thank you.
عليكم السلام ورحمة الله.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.